If you're new to crypto, trust me, it can be exciting, but here's a reality check. Most crypto investors make costly mistakes that they're making at the time that they don't even realize. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 biggest mistakes that any new crypto investor makes. More importantly, how to avoid them so you can keep your hard-earned capital and protect yourself during the next crypto bull run. Mistake number 1, not doing your own research. Now, this is an important one. So the importance of doing your own research inside crypto is a lot more important than doing it outside of crypto. Crypto is a minefield, and the more that it gets adopted, one thing happens. More currencies get added, more currencies get added. That's more choice, that's more confusion for you as the end user. So you need to ensure you know exactly what project you're getting into, what it's doing, has it got any utility? Because there's plenty of cryptocurrencies out there that do absolutely nothing that will go to zero. So the importance of doing your own research and how can you do your own research? I'm going to be using CoinGecko for this demonstration. You can use CoinMarketCap or any other similar site that does this kind of thing. So the first thing that we'd be doing when you're doing your own research is, what cryptocurrency are you looking to invest? Where did you see it? What's the community like? How can you find out this information? So this is coingecko.com, and we're going to use, as an example, let's use Solana. So clicking this gives you a wealth of information to start with. The next thing that you want to be doing after this is going onto the website of the cryptocurrencies that you're looking into, and then reading their white paper, reading their roadmap, finding out exactly what it is that they're doing. So this is the first place to look. And what we can see is Solana is trading here, and there's the price, $191.32. That's up 2.8% in the last 24 hours. And the performance here against Bitcoin, it's currently outperforming Bitcoin 0.7% in the last 24 hours. So this information here is important. What's the market cap? What's the ranking? Solana's ranked number 4 out of the whole of the cryptocurrency market. So we could see that it's one of the higher caps. That means that the risk factor's reduced when you're looking at Solana. Risk factor's reduced. It's number 4. It's marked number 4, and it's mainstream adopted already. There's lots of things being built on Solana. And I'm just using it as an example. You can see that the market cap here is 90 billion. Fully diluted valuation. You've got the 24-hour trading volume. You've got the circulating supply of Solana. So this is an important one, guys. When you're researching, look at the circulating supply and look at the total supply. There's lots of cryptocurrencies that do different things. Some might be a proof of work like Bitcoin. That means it's got a mining facility built in. So that means there's not many in circulation. It's going to be mined over a period of time. Some have got the full lot into circulation. So you need to look at exactly how the tokenomics work. So you can see with Solana, we've got 471,574,973 in circulation. You can see that the total supply, 587,949,227. So that's the total supply. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is looking at the website. You can look at the website here. This has got all the information that you just click on there, go through there. You've got the wallets, you've got the community. This is an important thing. How active is the community? You can click on their Twitter, you can click on their Telegram. Use this CoinGecko as the official site of the token, because there's lots of scams out there, guys. We'll go into that into a different video. So like I say, lots of information down here. You can see on the right-hand side about Solana. Solana is a layer 1 blockchain project. Offers users fast speed and affordable costs. So go and read this. Then as an example, we can do the same for BNB. See there? There's the market cap. There's the valuation. There's the trading volume. There's the circulating supply. You can read that information about BNB, and you can do it with any token that you're looking for yourself. So that's one. Mistake number 1, not doing your own research. Mistake number 2 that people make in crypto when they're new to crypto, and this one, guys, it's going to be hard to hear, because for every winner, there's a loser. You need to understand that. For every winner, there's a loser. So the first thing that you need to do, this is mistake number 2, is set a budget. And another important thing is, don't use assets that are allocated elsewhere and bring them into this highly volatile and speculative place. Some nasty stories out there from people that have done that have lost everything. So for every winner, guys, there's a loser. You need to remember that. Set your budget. Don't use assets from elsewhere. So how much can you afford to lose? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. If you put in a budget and you're bringing it into the crypto space and you don't know nothing about the crypto space, you need to set that budget and you need to ensure that you can afford to lose that allocation of capital. If you've got $1,000, for example, what do you do with that $1,000? You see this nice shiny object here. We've got radium in this example. It's up 54.8%. I've covered that on the channel in the last couple of weeks. And you can see that in the last couple of weeks, it's done more than a 2x. So people are interested in radium. People are interested in the ones that have run. That's ones that have had the news behind them. That's the ones that have had the sentiment behind them. And that's the ones that people believe in at the time. But guess what, guys? What goes up must come down. So if you've got $1,000 in this example, and you've set your budget, you can afford to lose that $1,000. You put the $1,000 in radium, and radium does exactly what it did this week, next week, which it can do, drops 54.3%. That makes your $1,000 down to $450 in 1 week. So it's important to firstly set your budget, ensure that you can afford to lose what you've set, and then ensure that you don't use assets from elsewhere. I've heard of stories of people using mortgage money, people getting loans out, and people putting everything in at the top of the last cycle, and then losing everything. So think about that, guys. For every winner, there's a loser. So that's what happens if you put all your eggs in one basket, guys. And this brings us to mistake number 3, is not having a portfolio tracker. This is an important thing. And I'm back to CoinGecko for my portfolio tracker and show you an example of what it is that I mean. So on here, you can add on here, you can have every single transaction that you do and keep track of it here. You can keep track of its performance. What was your buy zones? What's your sell zones? What is your average price? You can keep track of everything on here. So it's an important thing from a mindset perspective. Rather going on 5, 6, 7 different exchanges, you can just go in the one portfolio tracker and track the portfolio performance at any given time. So this is up $406.74. So this is about 3 months old, this portfolio now. And this is what I've got in here. Got Beam, NPC on Solana, DYDX, Internet Computer. And what I've done is I've averaged a position $50 at a time and $50 at a time. The ones that were underperforming, I added $50 to scale out at strong support levels. And the ones that were overperforming, I've got a simple rule built into my strategy, which is I'm not allowed to scale my position up. I can only scale my position down. So at the moment, there's a lot of my tokens that are up. There's a few that are down. You can have a look here. Click P&L. This is the importance of having the portfolio tracker. You can just track any metrics that you're looking for on the day. What's the biggest one? Biggest one's Beam. Second biggest, NPC on Solana. Third biggest, Fetch AI. Fourth, DYDX. Who's performing best in the last hour? Simon's Cat 4.6%, RWE 4.2%. Last 24 hours, 30.1% for Simon's Cat, 18.1% for Vanar or Vanry. So you can look at all these different metrics. What's the market cap? This gives you the risk factor. Market cap, you can see Doge is the top market cap, 28 billion. How are they performing in the last 7 days? What's the holdings? P&L. So you've got all these different metrics that you can track on this portfolio tracker, and it's completely free, guys. That's why I'm showing you it. So it's a free way of knowing exactly where you are at any given time. And that's mistake number 3 that people make, is not having a portfolio tracker. Mistake number 4 that people make when they're new to crypto is buying those pumps. So we've got the radium chart up for this example. This is the radium chart. This is the daily chart. Each one of these candles represents 1 day of price action. So I was talking about radium in the last mistake on the nice shiny object, the nice shiny bubbles, but I've also been talking about radium on my channel. And this is what I was talking about, was this golden cross here. That was a signal for me that we were about to start a new run. We were about to make a move to the upside, and that was confirmed by this breakout here. So we got this breakout on the channel, and now what's happened? Price has moved from the break to the top, 121% to the upside. So what I mean about FOMOing in onto pumps, is this a good time to FOMO in? Because everybody's talking about radium. Everybody's talking about the gains that they've made on radium. Those people that were down here, everybody's talking about it, and it's pumping the price, and it's pumping the price, and it's pumping the price. Now you're probably hearing it. You're probably hearing it. And if you got in here and radium pulled back to this 61.8% retracement, which is a strong possibility, that is a drop from where price is now, 46% to the downside. So using your $1,000 as an example, you've got $540 left. So that's why you should never FOMO into pumps. It's always good to wait for pullbacks, and wait for confirmations. If you're not greedy with your entries and you can wait for those pullbacks, wait for people to be selling here. selling here. You'll get bad news here, bad news here, bad news here. The price is going down. People are scared. Anyone that's new that's bought it here are worrying. They're selling here. They've got a little bit of profit. Gets to the 618. Bam. Reversal. So you want to be the one that's waiting patiently for a pullback and getting those cheaper entries. And the final mistake that I want to bring you that crypto newbies always make is not having that exit strategy. So that's one of the most important things, is having that exit strategy. And I'm going to use DCA as an example. People always talk about DCAing into your positions. This is the Bitcoin chart going back to 2020, 2019, 2020. So this is the time that people were scaling in. This was the time when the markets were boring. Nobody cared about Bitcoin. There's lots of rubbish things happening in the world and people are feeling crap. People can't afford at these points here to invest into Bitcoin. People's capital is reducing, things are getting inflated, and people are having a tough time during this. They've got no conviction into Bitcoin during this boring phase. Unfortunately, guys, that's the best time to be building. And that's what I've been teaching on the channel for the last 2 years. The build phase is nearly complete because people are going to start getting interested at these levels here. Once the bull run's confirmed, mainstream's going to come in, all the media is going to be covering it, technology is going to be smashed out from all the different projects, and everybody and their nan is going to want to be buying crypto. That's when the market is doing this. That's when the market is doing this. This, guys, is going to be the time to be scaling out your positions during the course of the bull run. During the course of the bull run. So scaling in during a build phase, scaling out, making sure that you're taking profits along the way is a powerful tool. This is what happens, guys. Unfortunately, this is what happens. People get into crypto late. People get into crypto up here. People get into crypto up here. You tell your friend gets in here. He tells his friend gets in there. His friend tells his nan gets in there. His nan gets in there. Bam, 50% to the downside. Unfortunately, that's what happens. And people don't scale out during these positions because people are only hearing about Bitcoin. People are only hearing about crypto, these nice shiny objects, these levels here, at these levels here. And if you're getting in at these levels here, how can you make a profit if the price is not going to go up here? The price is going to go down here. So these people that are buying at the top here, panic selling, putting the price down until it hits a base, and then the smart money's buying it back up. So a simple exit strategy, guys, if you're DCAing your position in, you're buying something once a week, that one thing that you're buying a week, you're scaling in 5% here, 5% here, 5% here. Think about scaling out in profit. Once that P&L hits into a profit, why don't you scale out the 1 week, 5%, scale out the second week, 5%, scale out the third week, 5%, and do exactly what you've done for the entries in reverse for DCAing out of your position. So that's just a simple thing that you can do if you are new to crypto, and avoid that mistake, guys. Don't be buying these tops. Don't be buying these tops when the FOMO is high. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. If you want more videos like this, I don't usually do these type of videos, but if you want more videos like this, hit me in the comments and let me know what you want me to cover, and I'll see you guys in the next one.